To think one shall once again have set foot in that wretched place. Milton, you'll be the death of me. Ah! Frederick! Dear child, to see you on this isle again is a pleasant surprise, to be sure.
Dixon, you old fool, how I longed for your warm embrace. I have my new wife with me. You can't see her, but she's here all right.
Oh, young Master Frederick, your sister would be delighted to see you at her wedding to Mr. Thornton. One would think you would be most likely to walk her down the aisle.
Indeed, and she'll be a pleasure.
Oh, let's hurry now. We mustn't miss our train.
Mother, I think it best you reconsider your stance on the matter. You'd be a fool to think I'd let anything come between me and Miss Margaret.
My son, I only have your best at heart. And if you think I'd let you in harm's way, you'd be the fool.
Mother, I love her, and she would give her life for me. Don't you see it?
Whilst I feel greatly indebted for her kindness in paying for our personal comfort as well as getting the business back, I feel her most ill-suited to a life with a man of such stature as yourself. Surely you must realize the difference in quality between you.
I will not have this discussion with you again, Mother. We are getting married tomorrow, and that's that.
Then she shall have to give her life for you. Alright.
Mr. Foreman! Mr. Foreman! Where hideth you?
I'm not Mr. Foreman for you, my lady. I will always be friend foremost. Foreman second.
The way you run this industry, I shall be surprised to not see you called master soon.
No, my lady. All of you people must know that I don't have these plans. I'm a union man, after all.
Indeed. And I'm delighted to know that I have a friend like you there for the union between me and Mr. Thornton.
I would have never thought that it would be possible for Mr. Thornton to request my service as the bestest man.
Nonsense, Nicholas. Even in the wildest of imagination, there's none more loyal than you. We shall be delighted to see you as part of our ceremony.
No, dear. Of course you needn't knock before entering the room. With having that much money, one shall think you'll do as you like.
Dearest Hannah, you know, I mean no ill intent. It's just with the wedding and all I find myself most stressed and regretfully forget proper manner all the times.
Indeed, I of course mean no ill will, and I'm aware that my views on the matter have been discussed previously, but I must again advise you to stop the wedding and focus on a life more suitable to someone like yourself, down south perhaps.
Whilst the wind of the north blew cold at first, I have come to enjoy my life here. Your son is the apple of my eye, and I shan't dream of leaving him. Not for all the riches and green in the south can offer. My place is here, and my heart is forever with Mr. Thornton.
Very well. I see that you will not listen to reason.
You speak of reason as if it's reasonable for me to pay for your comfort, whilst you deem to see me unworthy. One should think a woman in your position need to be more careful with their words. I am most grateful for the turnout, Dixon. To see you this far north again is a sight to behold. I think it not possible. With Frederick so far and Mom and Dad gone, you're the closest family I have.
One would think a brother would make the effort of attending his sister's wedding, especially to a man as noble as Mr. Thornton.
Now, Dixon, you know the dangers my brother must face to again set foot on this island. Despite my best efforts, I still have not heard of any good news in regard to the bounty upon his head.
Oh, my dear child, I think if he had to face those dangers, he would do so for you. Regardless, I think there's some good news on the horizon. I believe you two know each other.
Frederick, beloved brother, free pirate, you made it! How dare you, after how close you came to not having a hat last time you visited.
My dearest Margaret, I fear I would never more see your star-filled eyes or feel the love of your embrace. I'm pleased to say the efforts you have put into clearing my name have been proven most fruitful, and such as I am now allowed here on the British Islands once more. I come here bringing my wife, that you cannot see, but I assure you she's here.
Oh, Frederick, I'm so happy.
It's good to see you, Dixon. It's not possible for you to return after you've once more tasted the sweetness of the South.
Oh, indeed, the South is a precious place, but one must only look as far as to the men to find good reason to return to the North. Whilst it's true, the Southern men have a certain style and class. Nothing beats the ruggedness of a Milton man.
Whilst I find it pleasing that you like as man of the North, I must wonder if there was a special man that you would like.
Oh, Mr. Higgins, I know full well what you ask of me, and there shall be a union of the North and South tonight, and I hear you are the strongest union man around. I shall find you in my bedroom come night.
Indeed.
Margaret, whilst I've been looking forward to the wedding between us, there's one union that's kept me awake at night thinking about it.
Oh, Mr. Thornton, you silly goose. I must admit, however, that the thought of you penetrating my sacred box makes me shiver.
Behold my glorious lance! Behold, 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 behold my glorious lance!
Yeah, whilst I've never had the joy of sharing a bow with a man such a statue as you are, I must say I expected, well, you were to be less of a pathetic creature.
Indeed, the gods of this Pan-Spears have not been shining upon me. Nevertheless, it is somewhat usable.
Oh, Mr. Thornton, you know how to make a woman moist.
Indeed.
Whilst this meal looked delightful, I'm still feeling full from your wedding 2 fortnights past.
Indeed, I must say that I had a really good meal.
We are most delighted to see you all here, especially you, Mother. We believed it not likely to see you attending this event after your thoughts on the wedding.
Opportunity sometimes changes a woman. And I see an opportunity here this evening, my dear son.
Indeed, Miss Thornton. This is a fine evening for all of us to start getting along again.
Let's drink to that. And well, whilst I've been harsh to you before, my dear Margaret, I now see the opportunity that you present us with. I know that you care for my darling son, and I find that most admirable. And he's even told me that you give your life for him. One shan't hope that that would come true.
Thank you for the lovely toast, Mother. Before we drink, I find it suitable to inform you all of the wonderful future that awaits me and my beloved wife. Since the wedding, we've been getting it on in the utmost fashion, and as a result, she is with child. Therefore, I will drink her glass as well as mine to celebrate the new life awaiting.
No! My dear son! Don't drink the glass! You mustn't! I must confess to my crimes. I never did see Margaret as a potential suitor for my son. However, I did see promise in her. Not as a partner, but as potential to bring us back to the status we once had. My plan was so simple. A little bit of poison in her glass, and all of her money would have gone to my son. This baby has spoiled it all. If it hadn't been for your child, it would have been just him and I living together for the rest of our lives.
How dareth you? I would never dream you should do such a thing to us.
I've heard enough, Mother. I'm a grown-ass man, and you're a small-ass bitch.
No!
Gods, escort her into the dungeon, where she will be eating nothing but breadcrumbs from now on.
No! My son! I loved you! I raised you! I carried you in my womb! Womb?